Parshat Vaetchanan contains one of the most foundational passages in the Torah. Shema Yisrael, Hashem Elokeinu, Hashem Echad. Listen, O Israel, Hashem is our God, Hashem is one. Ve'ahavta et Hashem Elokecha, you shall love Hashem your God with all of your heart and all of your soul and all of your means. The highest way of serving and relating to God in Judaism is with ahava, is with love. Yes, of course, there is et Hashem Elokecha tira. You must fear God. You must have awe and reverence for God. But the highest level, as explained by the Rambam and others, is to have a love of God. And the Rambam says, what does it mean to have a love of God? And he gives an analogy. He says, like a young man who is besotted with a woman. He has fallen in love with her. And all he can think about, whether he's at work, whether he's out in some form of recreation, all he can think about is this lady. That occupies all of his mind and all of his time. So it should be with us as the Jewish people. And in fact, this extends to everybody. We should be besotted with the love of Hashem. That's all we can really think about. We obviously have to push it out of our mind sometimes when we're busy working or doing other things, but we are so overwhelmed with the love of Hashem. And the Rambam says that really Shir HaShirim, the Song of Songs composed by Solomon, is a moshel, is an analogy for this. It's about two people who are in love. And it represents Klal Yisrael, the children of Israel, and Hashem, and the love that exists between them. Now we are told here to love Hashem. And in other places to fear Hashem, to have these different emotions, to have this relationship. But this is somewhat difficult. Hashem is completely above us. He's intangible. We can't hear him. We can't see him. How are we expected to have these types of relationships? And the answer is that we use the relationships that we have with people in order for us to access the relationship that we have with God. Just as the Rambam says, if you want to understand love of God, think about the love of a young man for a woman who is completely obsessed. You have to know what love feels like between you and another human being. You have to know what fear and reverence and honor feels like between you and another human being if you hope to have such a relationship with God. But if you do not have feelings of love and feelings of reverence and feelings of honor towards other human beings, how can you hope to have a relationship with God? If it's difficult with human beings, it's how much more so it's difficult with God, who is completely intangible and beyond us. And unfortunately today, people have become very self-dependent and very happy with their own company. They can work online. They don't have to go out into the shops. They don't have to have relationships with people. They can order things. They can order things to their house. They can order meals. They can order a fridge, whatever it may be. And instead of having friends, they have cats, they have dogs. Not that I'm against that, but sometimes it replaces human company. The problem with that is, if you do not know how to have proper relationships with human beings, you'll never really be able to have a proper relationship with God. Because you haven't been able to access all of those emotions that exist between one person and another, which will help you in order to have relationship with God. So having a relationship with God starts with our relationship with other people. Ben Adam lechaveru, between one man and his fellow man, and then from there we go Ben Adam lemakom, between us and Hashem. I wish you a Shabbat Shalom.